Okay, so let's start with the second last topic of theory of competition. We are at module 7 and this is about LRK grammars. जितने भी ग्रामर्स अभी हमने किए हैं वी हैव सीन कि अलग अलग ग्रामर्स के लिए अलग तरीके के डेरिवेशन ट्रीज या पार्सिंग ट्रीज जो है हम लोग देखते हैं. सम ऑफ देम आर राइट डेरिवेटिव, सम ऑफ देम आर लेफ्ट डेरिवेटिव. So LRK grammar is going to be one of those types which is there in your syllabus और वो हम कवर करेंगे. एंड वन मोर थिंग, जब भी हम लोग पार्सिंग करते हैं देन आफ्टर पार्सिंग वी हैव टू डिसाइड कि हम लोगों ने स्टार्टिंग स्ट्रिंग से स्टार्ट किया. ओके, लाइक है, सपोज हमारे पास एक ग्रामर है. ओके, सपोज दिस टाइप ऑफ ग्रामर इज देयर. सो यहाँ पर वन थिंग इज अबाउट लेफ्ट मोस्ट डेरिवेटिव और राइट मोस्ट डेरिवेटिव. ठीक है, इन दो टर्म्स के साथ हम लोग फेमिलियर हैं कि ये चीज हमें ग्रामर को देखने के साथ पता चल जाती है कि विद दैट ग्रामर वी आर गोइंग टू derive the tree, parsing tree or derivation tree, and from that derivation we can conclude that which type of derivation does it follows. Why? Because हर एक ग्रामर के अंदर आपको एक ऐसा पैटर्न तो मिल ही जाता है जहां पर एक लूप क्रिएट होता है. A for BA, that means a number of BA can be generated from this production, and whenever you want to stop you can stop it with A is to A. Okay, so if I am having S at the starting, okay, we can assume it as a tree. S can be derived with AA, that means two child nodes would be there, one at the left side and then one at the right side. Then again, since this is a terminal, this A is terminal, and according to the production rules it cannot be derived, so we will directly move towards this A. This is derivable, and here we are having option that either it can be derived directly to a terminal if you want to stop it, or according to the nature of the string you can derive it into a number of B's. So that means one B at the left side of A and then A at the right side of that A. Again, this cannot be derived A, B cannot be derived, move to this A. At the left end, there can be a B, and then at the right end, there can be a A. And in this way, A is to B A is to B A. A number of B's can be generated, and whenever you want to end it, you can end it as just deriving a single A from here. And then to read the string, we will start from here and read all the leaf nodes, and it will be A, B, B, A. So this is a pattern. तो क्या अभी आप लोग मुझे by viewing at this derivation tree or by viewing at this grammar, can you tell me that which type of derivation does it follow, rightmost or leftmost? Write your answers in the comment section. Which type of derivation is happening? Yes, everyone. ओके, आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया जो मैंने पूछा है, येस और नो? भाई ये नहीं सही, फिर मुझे नाम लेने पड़ेंगे। हाँ जी एवरीवन, जो मैंने क्वेरी की है क्या वो आपको क्लियर है? यस और नो? अगर नहीं सुनाई दिया तो रिपीट कर देंगे, बोलो तो सही। ओके, आई गॉट द आंसर, दिस इज राइट मोस्ट डेरिवेशन। अदर्स? दो ही आंसर्स हैं, या राइट मोस्ट हो सकता है या लेफ्ट मोस्ट हो सकता है, बता दीजिए। दिस इज क्लियर फ्रॉम द डायग्राम कि अभी हम, हाँ, सिंपली आपको एक ट्री ड्रॉ करना है। ट्री ड्रॉ हो जाएगा अकॉर्डिंग टू द रूल्स। रूल्स के बाद हम लोग चेक करते हैं स्क्यूनेस ऑफ द ट्री। स्क्यूनेस मतलब कि किस साइड को वो ट्री जो है, इफ वी आर गोइंग टू अचीव इट्स लेंथ, इसके लेंथ पर जाएंगे तो इस स्टेज पर आकर कहाँ पर आपका ट्री राइट साइड में या लेफ्ट साइड में ज्यादा स्क्यूड है। जिस भी साइड पर स्क्यूनेस ज्यादा होगी, दैट मोस्ट डेरिवेशन इज देयर। सो राइट मोस्ट डेरिवेशन इज फॉलोड, करेक्ट अंकित? दिस इज द वन थिंग, एक ग्रामर से हम लोग ये कंक्लूड करते हैं कि विच टाइप ऑफ डेरिवेशन इट इज गिविंग अस। अनदर थिंग इज कि व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट पार्सिंग, जब भी हम लोग पार्सिंग पर आएंगे, बिकॉज ग्रामर इज समवेयर रिलेटेड टू पार्सिंग, वहीं से हमें आगे पार्सिंग का पता चलता है। तो जब भी हम पार्सिंग पर आएंगे, देन हमारे पास दो टर्म्स आती हैं। बॉटम अप पार्सिंग एंड राइट टॉप डाउन पार्सिंग। दो तरह की पार्सिंग है। इसका मतलब जो है वो सिंपल यही है कि सपोज ग्रामर गिवन है मेरे पास, सेम ग्रामर, दिस वन, और आई हैव बीन गिवन अ स्ट्रिंग कि मुझे यहाँ से ये जो है स्ट्रिंग जो है वो जनरेट करना है। इसे जनरेट करने के दो वेज हो सकते हैं। वन इज कि आपको स्ट्रिंग पता है, ठीक है, आप स्ट्रिंग के बाद बैक ट्रैक करते हो बाय बाय यूजिंग द प्रोडक्शन रूल्स, एक्चुअली इन द रिवर्स ऑर्डर, रिवर्स प्रोडक्शन रूल्स आप यूज करते हो, एंड बैक ट्रैकिंग इट after applying certain rules you have to come to S, which is the starting symbol in the production rule। मतलब आपको ये स्ट्रिंग मिल गया, स्ट्रिंग से बैक ट्रैक करते करते आपको एस पर आना है। हाउ दिस वी विल डू, एंड अनदर ऑप्शन इज कि आपने एस से स्टार्ट किया, दैट दिस इज द प्लेस वेयर आई वांट टू स्टार्ट, एंड जैसे हम लोग ट्रीज ड्रॉ करते हैं कि फर्स्ट इससे चूज किया, देन दीज ऑप्शंस, एंड गोइंग ऑन, आफ्टर अप्लाइंग अ सर्टेन रूल्स, आपके पास जो स्ट्रिंग है ए फोर टाइम्स बी ए, ये स्ट्रिंग जो है वो आपको मिल जाएगी। ठीक है, सो द डायग्राम टेल्स यू दैट फ्रॉम हेयर दिस इज द टाइप ऑफ बॉटम अप पार्सिंग, कि हम हमारे पास पहले स्ट्रिंग है एंड वी वांट टू गो अप टू द स्टार्टिंग पोजीशन, एंड दिस इज टॉप डाउन पार्सिंग, जहां पर हमारे पास टॉप पे स्टार्टिंग सिंबल जो है वो है, एंड देन we want to derive it to the string. So these are the two type of parsing techniques which are involved. Okay, अब अब जो बात है कि यहां से हमारे पास रिवर्स ऑर्डर में, ओके, इफ वी फर्स्ट टॉक अबाउट दिस, we are having s, we want to generate this string, what will be the production rules followed? Okay, first I will replace, these are the derivation steps, I will replace s with a. Okay, this a is not derivable, so I will derive non-terminal a with ba. Why? Because I need a b here. Then again A is there, B is terminal. Since I need one more B, I will again follow this production rule A, B, A. Then again one more B is required, and then again one more B is required. After I have achieved 4 B's, I will check whether I need more B or not. No, I just need one A. So I will simply follow the rule A is to A, and the answer will be A 4 times B and A. This one. Okay, so this is the form of top down parsing. Similarly, if I am having, yeah, suppose if I am having the option of bottom up parsing, this is usually the most accurate one, and it will give you determined steps to create the starting string, to reach to the starting symbol. So what we will do, we know that A 4 times B, A is the option. Okay, so what I can do, I have an option that this A can be converted into A. So I'm just going to backtrack and reach to the S state. So then I know that this BA is there, and BA can be written as simply A 3 times B and A, again A 2 times B and A. This BA is written as simply A, and then A is there. When we reach at AA, now we know this AA can be written as S, which is my starting symbol. So this will be the one form of bottom up parsing. So these two type of parsing we have seen, and we know how any grammar act as leftmost derivative or in the rightmost derivative direction. So these are the two properties which we are going to use in LL or LRK grammar. Okay, LLK is not in our syllabus, but just as an introduction, we want to say that for, okay, so basically from their names, what does L means? They have some certain notations according to which we are going to define the rules which are followed by these grammar. So first we will cover LR grammar, and then as an introduction we will cover LLK grammar, that how is it different from LR1. So the main property which LR grammar follows is bottom up parsing. So firstly, why bottom up parsing is there? Okay, directly we, if we came to this, that LRK scanning will tell you that you have to read the string from the left to right. Scanning is there, and R says that rightmost derivation has to be followed in reverse order, and basically this rightmost derivation in reverse order is the one which is saying that it is bottom up parsing. Okay, whether if we are talk about LLK grammar, so that means left to right reading of string is there, and this L is telling us about leftmost derivation has to be followed. And for leftmost derivation, it is always about top down parsing, and whenever we talk about rightmost derivation in reverse, that means it is always about bottom up parsing. And K means how many characters that we are going to look ahead for. So K look ahead characters are there. So this is the meaning of the individual character which is there present in LL grammar or LR grammar. So left to right scanning of the string, and R means rightmost derivation in reverse order, which directly means that bottom up parsing is involved, and K means K look ahead characters are there. So we came to this thing that we know what does mean by left to right scanning of the things. The main thing is how bottom up parsing is going to be happening. So as a rule of bottom up parsing, it says that you always have to start with the leaves. Okay, from those leaves, that means from the actual string, from the leaf, that means from the actual string, you have to go upwards and reach to the root of tree. Start at the leaves and grow towards the root. In this way, bottom parsing will be done. As input is consumed, encoding possibilities in internal nodes. So once any input is consumed, now we are going to encode a number of characters, that how we want to change them according to the production rules, and eventually we want to create the root, which is the starting symbol there. Bottom up parsing is one of the powerful parsing techniques, and it is used in LR grammars. That means that you have to create the leftmost derivation of the program, and left to right recursion or left to right reading scanning of the thing is followed, and it is easier to generate strings or generate the rule in the reverse order, because it will give you the deterministic path always. ओके, सो अब हमारे पास यहाँ पर एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज आती है व्हेन एवर वी टॉक अबाउट राइट मोस्ट डेरिवेशन और बॉटम अप पार्सिंग, दैट we know we have to start with the tokens, with the variables, and end at the starting symbol. This is clear, but there are two operations involved while we are covering these steps, and that is shift operation and reduce operation. These two operations are involved in bottom up parsing, and shift means that you have to what you have to shift in the stack, and reduce means that after applying a production rule, how your string will be reduced to some another form. Okay, so as just as an example, suppose I am having a string of this form, 1 plus 2 plus, in the round brackets 3 plus 4 is there, in the whole round brackets plus 5. Okay, this is the complete string, and as it is saying that always go for left to right. Okay, so we will go to the leftmost side. Since here only a bracket is involved, we will not count this. 1 is there, this one, that means number. This number can be reversed using the reverse production rule. We can change it, or we can substitute it with e. Okay, as e can be written as num, so therefore in bottom up parsing this num can be written as e. So e is written and whole string remains the same. So as we go from left to the right direction, okay, so we need that e plus 2, e plus num is required, but there is no such combination, or there is no such production rule which is saying e plus num. Okay, so that means now what I have to do, I have to convert this e to s, because I have s plus e combination. So that is why this e has been changed to s, and then moving towards the right direction, 2 has been changed to e. Now for s plus e, I can convert it back to s, a single s. For s plus e, a single s is written. Then moving on, 3 plus 4 is there. For the leftmost one, I have converted it to E, then again E to S, and then 4 for E. Okay, for S plus E, again, this can be written as or substituted with S only. And now here for open bracket s closed bracket, I have a rule that it can be substituted with e. So that is why s plus e is written. Okay, for s plus e I know a single s can be there. Again, for round brackets s, e, and e can be substituted with s. Further, this 5 can be substituted with e, and for s plus e I am having a single s. So in this way, starting from that string, I can track back and reach at the s stage, at the starting symbol. So in this way, for any string, for any possible grammar, a bottom up type of parsing exists. Okay, now in the previous slide we have talked about shift and reduce parsers, or shift or reduce operation in the parsing. So here we have done that shift and reduce part, but now we are going to recognize them, that where does that shift and reduce operation happens. Okay, first tell me, hanji, everyone clear till this point? Okay, good. So okay, now we will cover the advantages for bottom up parsing. The advantage is this, that it can postpone the selection of production until more of the input is scanned. What we can do, that based on the production rule, we can easily assume or easily make changes to reach at the starting symbol. So that means the productions can be postponed. How? Okay, like here in previous string, this this production can be changed to e, and then further this production can be changed to s, and then s plus e can be changed to s again. But for this it can be postponed. Why? Because for s plus e to happen, this has to be changed to s. लेफ्ट मोस्ट साइड पे आपका जो भी है उसे पहले आप एक नॉर्मल फॉर्म में लेके आओगे, एंड देन यू हैव टू गो टू द राइट साइड एंड मेक चेंजेस. सो दैट मीन्स जो राइट साइड में हमारे पास स्ट्रिंग है, its production has been postponed according to the desire, according to the requirement that we need. Okay, so यहाँ पर the same thing is there. If I am having s, it can be written as s plus e, s to e, and e to 1. 1 plus 2 can be achieved here. And in bottom up parsing, what happens, that you have to start from the bottom side, and then you have to reach to the upper grounds and make a s symbol. So in this way, bottom up and top down parsings behave. So basically we are having here more time to decide, more logical thinking is involved, more time is there to decide that which rule has to be applied. Whereas what happens in the top down parsing, that even if you have applied one single rule wrong, then eventually your end string will end up in a wrong सेट ऑफ करेक्टर्स. सो बेसिकली यहाँ पर हमें ज़्यादा टाइम मिलता है, दैट अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई द rules, and then you have to reach to the top. So this is more powerful parsing technique. Now what are the terminologies used? Simply scanning is there, rightmost derivation in reverse order is there, case symbols are there to look ahead, and we are having two important things: bottom up parsing or shift reduce parsing, or LR parser is required, and we have to perform the post order traversals of the tree. So in this way, any LRK grammar can be generated. Now coming back to shift reduce parsing, that it says that for parsing actions, for parsing means that whenever you want to generate the strings, you want to verify the strings, you need to follow sequence of shift operation and reduce operation as and when required. Okay, so basically we will be having a stack. हमारे पास एक stack होगा, उस stack के अंदर हमारे पास terminals and non terminals और combinations हो सकते हैं. As and when required, जब भी हमारे पास production rules apply होंगे, we will pop out symbols from there, apply operation and then push back the substituted one. And in that way, stack plus input, this type of derivation states will happen. Okay, so we have parsing actions, that means operation. We are having parser state, which is actually the stack जहां पर हमारा operations follow हो रहे हैं, and the derivation step हमेशा क्या होगा, current stack plus some input. And if required, then you have to pop it, apply operation and then push it back. अब ये pop and push operations कैसे होंगे? For that we have taken an example. Now जिन चीजों की हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर बात की है, that input is there, a stack is there, shift reduce operation is there, and our derivation steps are there. वो सारी चीजें हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर लिख ली. That this is my unconsumed input, that means new input is there, and stack is there. इस stack में हमारे terminals और non terminals दोनों हो सकते हैं, and derivation step is there, and derivation step is always stack plus some new input. So that means unconsumed input आया हमारे पास, ठीक है. Now we have to just shift it. Shift means you have to simply you have to shift the thing into the stack, and derivation step is saying that nothing has been changed in the first step. As we have reached to the second step, that means the symbols starting from the left side, because why we are reading it from the left to right count, left to right count करेंगे, and the derivation is about bottom to up. Left to right read करना है, that means from 1 to e. 1 plus 2 is there, that means 1 is the symbol which have been reached. और हमारे पास production rules में क्या था, that for num, this num can be changed to e. So that means first round bracket will be there in the stack, and then a e will be there. Okay, why? Because I have changed this 1 to e, and the rest of the string is unconsumed string present here. Okay, and in my derivation step has been changed to that at place of 1 I am having e, rest of the string is same. Now as I move to the next position, now I cannot move to next position, because next derivation step says that change this e which is already there in the stack to s. So that means I cannot again shift my variables into stack. I have to wait here at the current position and perform reduce operation. Reduce means, reduce का मतलब है कि आपको अब यहाँ पर production rule apply करना है. Shift means to push something into the stack from your input string, and reduce means to apply the operation, apply the production rule. So यहाँ पर हमने production rule जो है वो apply किया, which is saying that e can be substituted as s, and while e can be substituted with s, stack में changes हुए, e s के साथ change हो गया derivation step में, and हमारा जो string था unconsumed string that remains same, वो हमारे पास same है. Then we came to the next position, s plus e is there, s plus e is there, s plus e can be changed here also, and I have consumed 2 more inputs. Now again reduce operation will be performed, that this s plus e will be popped out, whole s plus e can be replaced with a single s, and in the next step यहाँ पर bracket s सिर्फ इतनी चीज होगी, and the next input string will be consumed there. So in this way हमें unconsumed input को cover करते जाना है and derivation step के according stack के अंदर कोई elements जो है वो push करते जाना है and whenever we are pushing anything from string input directly from unconsumed input to stack, that means we are performing shift operation. And whenever we need to apply a production rule, that means we are performing reduce operation. And as and when required, we will perform this operation and design our parser according to that, because we know according to the logical thinking that now this one can be changed to this, but for a machine we need a stack, and from that stack the machine will create a logic and apply that logic there. Okay, so clearly parsing is sequence of shift and reduce operations. For shift, you mean move look ahead token to the stack, which whatever token is there in your look ahead position, you have to move it to the stack. That means shift one operation has been performed. And whenever we want to perform the reduce operation, that means replace the symbols from the top of the stack with the non-terminal x corresponding to the production this. कि आपके पास जो भी production rules हैं, अगर उन popped symbol पर वो apply हो रहे हैं, then you have to replace it back. Suppose s plus e is there, so this s plus e can be changed with s only. So reduce s to s plus e. This reduce operation is performed here, and here only shift operation is performed. So in this way, these two operations work with parsing. Now a whole example is given to you that if you are having an input stream, that means your unconsumed input stack is there and derivation steps are there and action. आपको simply क्या करना है, हमें derivation steps लिखने आते हैं, ठीक है. डेरिवेशन स्टेप्स को फॉलो करते जाना है और उसके अकॉर्डिंग इनपुट स्ट्रीम्स जो हैं कंज्यूम होंगी और स्टैक में आएंगी. लाइक जब हमारे पास सबसे फर्स्ट पोजीशन आया, दैट मीन शिफ्ट ब्रैकेट शिफ्ट हुआ, देन वन शिफ्ट वन ऑल्सो. अब हम यहाँ पर हैं, बट दिस वन कैन बी रिड्यूस इट टू e to num, that means e is there. Again reduce s to e, that means s is there. Then plus is shifted and 2 is shifted. Now this 2 can be reduced to e. Okay, fine. Then s plus e, this can be reduced to s. Reduce s is to s plus e is performed. Then again s plus is there and bracket is there. Ab 3 is there. Now similarly 3 will be changed to e, then s, then 4 will be changed to e, s plus e can be changed to s only, and in this way whole string will be consumed. आपके पास end में कोई string नहीं बचेगी और stack में से भी क्या है, सारे के सारे elements आपके पास पॉप्ड आउट हो जाएंगे एंड यहाँ पर डेरिवेशन स्टेप में लास्ट में सिर्फ एक सिंगल s बचेगा. So this will be the shift and reduce parsing for the same example that we have done before. S for s plus e or e, and e is to num or round bracket s close round bracket. Okay, but the potential problems that we generally face in bottom up parsing is that we have to decide that whether we need to change it or we have to stop it. So यहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम जो है वो आती है that कहाँ पर reduce operation perform करना है, कहाँ पर shift operation perform करना है. To perform that you must have the prior knowledge of the production rules. आपको production rules का जो है knowledge होना चाहिए. And most of the times ये भी होता है कि there are different ways to solve the similar problem. So always हमारा parser जो है वो इसी तरीके से designed हो that it should be fine with it, that if I have to scan the string from left to right, then always complete the leftmost portion first. Complete the leftmost portion first and then move to the right side. That will be a correct way to design or to do the bottom up parsing. Okay, so this, as we have already done, that left to right scanning is there, rightmost derivation in reverse order is there, k look head characters will be there, and इनके आगे हमारे पास cases आते हैं that for how many k characters, LR zero grammar भी एक particular type of grammar है, और LR1 is one main case also, और इनके कुछ variations in the form of SLR और LALR1 इन ग्रामर्स की फॉर्म में भी आगे आते हैं. सो यहाँ पर जो है मेनली द थिंग इज सेम, दैट लेफ्ट टू राइट स्कैनिंग विल ऑलवेज बी देयर, राइट मोस्ट डेरिवेशन हमेशा होगा, बट हाउ मेनी लुक अहेड कैरेक्टर्स आर देयर, दीज विल वेरी, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस डिफरेंट केसेस और डिफरेंट वेरिएशंस कैन बी क्रिएटेड. Okay, and this is it about LRK grammar. If you want to perform LLK grammar, left to right scanning will be there, and leftmost derivation will be followed. That means जब भी आप लोग production rules बनाएंगे यहाँ पर, always you start with S, और S से start करते derive करते करते आप top to bottom S से start होकर string पर खत्म करेंगे, as it is written here. So this type of parsing will be involved in LLK grammar, but in LRK grammar, bottom up type of parsing will be involved, which means this type of parsing. This is the major difference between LRK and LLK grammars. Okay, so that is it with the grammars portion. In the next lecture, we will be covering recursive grammars or recursively enumerable grammars. Hanji, everyone, is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so that is it with LRK grammars. Next topic will be covered in the next lecture. Thank you.